Hello guys and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today I have something like new that I don't usually do deck profiles, but today I will be doing a deck profile to 3 or 4 decks that I have built so far. I have Lost Box, Lugia, and Oikoloin, and what else? Speedouts, the Tarantula Pokemon. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, and also Regidrago. Those are like 5 decks that I'm working on, trying to build them, trying to see if they work, if they can beat Mew, Lugia, the top 3 Gs, you can kind of say. So let's go ahead and jump right into this deck profile. You have your bread and butter. You know what it does. Lugia. We're gonna be running 4 copies of Lugias for consistency. Now we don't. You could add potentially like a nest ball in it, but the way that the deck is built is a little bit clunky, not gonna lie. But we have those 2. The first attack, read the wind. If you're going second, you can use it to discard some Pokemons. But for that, we're only playing 4 of those. The next one will be your V-Stars, which will be the Lugia. Sorry if I have them mismatch. I like them like that. So if you don't, then I'm sorry. But I like to piss off people because I have different arts of everything. And that will be your V-Star, your attacker. Most of the time you're not gonna be doing 220 damage. You're gonna be doing 200 because you have the turbo and the other cards, the other energies, which we'll see at the end. You have 4 copies of Archeops. You can, if you are weird and you wanna, like, I don't know, you can cut one off and add Dunsparce. Why I'm not running Dunsparce in this list? Well, because the deck is clunky as hell. And also, I know that Miraidon is gonna be super popular. I've been playing on live a lot, and I've been countering them. I've been beating them just because I have the Stonejourner with the single strike that came in the battle style set, I guess. The first attack has land pulse. It does 30, but if you have a stadium in play, you do 30 plus. If you have your special single strike energies, you will do more damage. So you can just kind of like poke the if you're going against a Lost Zone and you have a Kramer in the active, you can use Giga Hammer for 120, knock it out. After that, you can't use that attack, but if you have a stadium in play, which you will have and your opponent will, because if you go up against Lost Box, they will have Beach Court in play, so you can just benefit from Land Pulse and just smack it, take 2 prizes before he takes 1, that type of shenanigans. So those 2 are mainly for lightning Pokemons, because lightning Pokemons are going to have a boost. Now for your Mew, how do you counter Mew? Well, you got Drapion and you have Tyranitar. This is not the Tyranitar that goes with the list. The Tyranitar that you won is the one that has the single strike logo in it. I unfortunately do not have it. I need to buy it, but this is not the one. This is just a proxy, so it looks cool. But these 2 are your attackers against Mew. You can just hide this guy, attack with Drapion, take 3 prices, and after that you can just bench T-Tar, accelerate it with Archeops, and then just take your other 3 prices and be Gucci. Lumineon for your draw supporters. If you're kind of in a pickle, don't have a supporter, research research Judge, Roxanne, and some other supporters that you might play in here. So you can go ahead and get them. Get research, discard the Archeops, get Burnett, discard 2, evolve, do your stuff. We have 1 copy of Punkaboo because Path to the Peaks is, I mean, we do not need Punkaboo because we play 4 stadiums, but consistency, you can kind of call it like that. But if you don't like Punkaboo, you can switch Punkaboo for a Dunsparce, which will protect you from Miraidon and survive like a hit. In Radiant Serena, I've been playing a lot with it, like I said, online. Heal 20 damage for all your Pokemons if they have damage, mainly for the Lost Box. I haven't had the chance of using it because when I go up against a Lost Box, I just use my single prize attackers kind of thing and just take advantage of them. And also, you can use Tyranitar Gargalanche, I think it is called, for 3 energies, 1 dark, 2 colorless. You do 60, hit like a Comfy for weakness, and mill the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. So you know that your opponents will be drawing a gazillion cards. Same with Guardy. Guardy is gonna be a Gardevoir AX. It's gonna be drawing tons, but tons of cards. Well, once they have like 2 or 3, you can just T-Tar, Gargalanche, and just take the dub, I guess. But that's gonna be it for the Pokemon line. I still have to test it in person. Online it's been working good. Like I said, no veggies whatsoever. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Now we're gonna go for the supporter line. We have our 4 copies of Research. I have them rainbow. People don't like rainbow. I do. I don't have other arts of Research, just like I said, to piss people off. But you know what Research is. You have your Research here to draw cards, get some resources, whatever. Discards, Archeops early in the game. If you're playing up against a Guardy that has a bunch of cards in hand, you can play Judge, disrupt their hand. Same with Lost Box, so that you like disrupt them, buy yourself another turn, and then you can mill them out. 2 copies of Boss's Orders, 2 copies so you can target whatever. Right now the rotation is going out, so you might not face that many V Pokemons. So that's why I'm playing 2 Boss's Orders. I'm also playing 2 Serenas, but I think Boss's Orders is better because you can target stuff. Serena is good in his own. I'll let you guys know. 2 Serenas to Gust and also to discard, because you want to have those Archeops early in the game in the discard pile. You do not want to have them in hand. You also have Birdnet if you're going second, or if you go first and then and then on your second turn you still cannot manage to find your Archeops, then you can use Birdnet, put 2 in the discard pile, evolve Lugia, Vstar, get them, and that sort of deal. 1 Roxanne to disrupt your opponents and refresh your hand, kind of type of deal, and also make your opponent draw 2. You know how it goes. Now we go with the stadiums. We have 2 Mesagosa. Why? Because we want to get, if you flip ahead, you get any type of Pokemon, so you can get your Archeops early in the game. If you have like a Ultra Ball and only 1 Archeops in hand, you play Mesagosa. If you flip heads, you get another Archeops, play the Ultra Ball, discard 2. It's a super good combo. I have done it on online in PTCGL. 1 Tower of Darkness, because you can discard if you're not going, no, you kind of want to save your T-Tar. If you go early in the game and you have single strike energy, you can just play this, draw 2 cards, so you see more cards in hand. Collapse Stadiums, if you want to disrupt your opponent, or for example, you already set up with Lugia and you have your Archeops ready, but this Lugia has a ton of damage. You retreat, play Collapse Stadium, and get rid of it. That type of shenanigans. And if you have a Lumineon that you do not want to have in play, because in this deck you do not want to have 2 Lumineons in play. You kind of want to have 1 Lumineon, and that Lumineon has to count for you to like boss and win something. It's very rare that you want to have or play, because we do not have Aurora energies. We do not have Rainbow energies until a new Rainbow energy that comes out later in the day, whatever. So that's, you can discard those Pokemons with Collapse Stadium, or if you start Drapion, switch, same shenanigans. Now with the urns, we only have 3 to recycle the energies, so that way you can get them back and back. You cannot attach those single strike energies to none of your Pokemons except for the 2 Stonejourners and the T-Tar, because if you attach them, they just get discarded. So be wary. So with this deck, you have to manage your resources. If before rotation we were managing resources in Lugia, with this list you have to, because if you don't, you kind of screw, and you also have to save those urns. Capturing Aroma, we are playing 4 of those, so that way if you flip heads, you can get yourself an evolution. It gets you your Archeops and your Lugias. If you flip tails, you can get your basic Pokemons. Pretty simple. Not always. You will be drawing, like if you need a heads, you will not be hitting heads. It's kind of weird, but for me it's working. 2 Great Balls, so that way you can get your Pokemons and do some crazy stuff. You know how it goes. And if you still cannot find your Pokeballs, your Pokemons, we have 4 Ultra Balls, so you can discard Archeops, discard whatever you want that you don't need for different type of matchups, and get your Pokemons. Now with the energies, we have 2 Double Turbo energies, so that way you can attack faster with Lugia, or attach a Drapion or a T-Tar for the second attack, because the second attack has 2 dark and 2 colorless. You can attach that there. Playing 2 Vstar energies to reduce damage by 30 from your opponent's V. Only 2 because, like I said at the beginning, you might not go against a lot of V Pokemons, so that's why we only play 2. Regenerative energy, sorry if I butchered that. Pretty cool and awesome energy. If you go second, you attach this bad boy into your Lugia, do like Rid the Wind, and or if you go first, my bad. If you go first, attach this energy, and your opponent attacks you, like poke some damage, either with Cramorant or any other Pokemon that hits you for like 20 or whatever. You can attach this on your second turn, evolve, heal 100 damage. Super good, super good. And then we have our single strike energies. We have 4 of those, so that way you can attach them to your Stonejourners and T-Tar, only to those 2 Pokemons. Why? Well, because it is what it is. You cannot attach those energies to none other than those 3 Pokemons. That's the only downside of it, technically. And the last 3 gift energies, so that way you attach them. If you see like your Pokemon is about to die, you attach one of those, and then once you get knocked out, you can just draw a bunch of cards. Not a bunch of cards, but up to 7, which is pretty good. You attach 2 single strike energies into the Stonejourner plus a gift. It's gonna get knocked out next turn, draw cards, because sometimes you're going to have a 4-card hand, a 2-card hand, a 5-card hand that you look at it and you'll be like, I got no supporter to thin or whatever. So you just play it as much as you can, and then at the end you get rewarded with the gift. So that's pretty much it for this list that I'm going to be playing. Hopefully on the next local tournament, they allow post rotation, so we can keep testing. You guys will see a couple of videos. I recorded like 1 or 2 on Monday that I was playing at Cool Stuff, and my opponent was playing post rotation, so was I. So I kind of like recorded because, you know, it's important. But yeah, I have like 1 or 2, pretty much it. But this is a list. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you make any changes, or you think like this card doesn't, it's iffy, you don't want to put it, change it for something that is more comfortable to you. Or if you have any suggestion for this list, leave it down in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one with a different deck list post rotation. Peace out. With